Hey, welcome everybody. This is a one-of-a-kind stream. It's Strat-o-Addict in 1970, and it's going to be New York at Pittsburgh. This is opening day. Steve Blass versus Tom Seaver. For the Mets, it's going to be Tommy Agee, Bud House, and Joe Foy. At third base, batting third cleanup is Cleon Jones, the left fielder. Batting fifth, first baseman Shamsky. Sixth is right fielder Swoboda. Wayne Garrett at second base, batting seventh. Eighth is Grody, ninth is Tom Seaver. This is game one of the year, the Miracle Mets year of 1969. So there are high expectations for the Mets. And as you can see, Steve Blass is on the mound. He's facing Tommy Agee. And let's roll some 1970s classic card Strat-o-Addict baseball. Let's play a couple innings, see how it goes. Tommy Agee leading off. And it's going to be a column 6, so that's off the pitcher, and a 5 off column 6 is going to be a 1-2 triple, and a 3-20, and it's a 3, so it's line base hit for Tommy Agee. We're keeping the box score using Replay Baseball PC game. All right, here comes Buddy Howson with a runner at first base. So we're just going to swing away. We're not going to worry about bunting. It's too early in the game for that boring stuff. It's going to be a column 2 result, and it's going to be a 10, and that's a ground ball A. So that's a 4-6-3 double play. And the Pirates go Mazurowski to Alley to Oliver for the double play. 2 outs now. 4-6-3. All right, here's Joe Foy with nobody on and 2 outs. And that's a 6, so it's going to be off the pitcher, and an 8 is going to be a fly ball. Matty Alou is out there, settles under it, hauls it in for out number 3. Here come the Pirates. All right. So let us roll. Tom Seaver against Matty Alou, 1970. And that's going to be a 5, so that's going to be off the pitcher, and a 1. No. I'm sorry, it's column 1. My fault. Column 1. Matty Alou grounds the ball to the first baseman. Shamsky steps on the bag. 1 down. Richie Hebner's up next. And it's a 3, so it's off Hebner's card, and an 8, and that's going to be a 1-2 single. It's a 3, so it's line and caught by the first baseman. 0-3, Shamsky. The right place at the right time for out number 2. Tom Seaver checks with Grody. He winds and deals to Roberto Clemente. And that is going to be a 3, so it's off Clemente's card, and a 7 is a drive, and that's going to be 1 hop off the wall into left center field. Played by Jones off the carom, and into second base standing with 2 outs is Roberto Clemente. He's in scoring position for Willie Stargell. Seaver sets and deals. And that is a 2, so it's going to be off Stargell, and an 8 is going to be strike 3. And Seaver blows a fastball by Stargell, and that retires the side. We're back in the top of the second. Cleon Jones is up against Steve Blass. 1970 classic card set. Out of production, it's Jones, Shamsky, and Swoboda. Let's do this. Let's roll some dice, and we're looking at that white dice first to establish the column. It's a 1. Column 1 and an 8, and that is going to be trouble for Blass, and that is line base hit and cut off quickly by the center fielder Alou, and holds Jones to a single. So a single for Cleon Jones. He batted .344 in 1969, but dropped about 60 points to .277 in 1970. Art Shamsky with Jones on at first. Blast looks in for the sign. He sets and he deals. Again, it's a 1 and a 3, and that's going to be popped up. Middle of the infield, Mazurowski and Ali near the bag, and it's Mazurowski who makes the catch. Next up is Ron Swoboda, made a spectacular diving catch in the 1969 World Series. And here's a pitch to Swoboda. Runner on first, 1 out. And that's a column 3 and a 4, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball right at Ali. He flips to Mazurowski, the throw to first, the scoop by Oliver, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. And the Pirates get out of the inning. Go to the bottom of the second now. No score. Tom Terrific on the mound for the Metropolitans. And it's going to be Willie Stargell. No, excuse me. It's going to be Al Oliver, Gene Alley, and then Manny Sanguillen. Here's the pitch, and it's a 4, column 4, which is off Seaver's card, and an 11 is a ground ball X. So let's see what we got here. The charts. Let's see if this chart will help us out. This is not the chart that we need. We will be right back. All right. So the D20 says 18. So we are looking at an 11, and that is a pitcher. Ground ball to the pitcher X. So the pitcher here, 18, straight across. Seaver is a 2, and all pitchers are 2s at this point. And it will be an out, and a 3 is runner on first is out. Going to second, completion of a double play. So it could be a double play. There's nobody on base, so it is out number 1. A comebacker to Seaver, and he throws out Oliver for out number 1. All right. Here is Gene Alley. Pitch from Seaver with a 2 off Alley and a 6, and now 1-7 is a single. We got a 13. That's line and caught by Foy at third. So it's ripped to third, and Foy goes up and brings it back down for out number 2. And it's Manny Sanguillen. And that's, hold on a second. Let's get him in here real quick here. And it's an 11 with a 4 column, which is Seaver, and 11 is again a comebacker to Seaver. This time it's a 5. And the 5 is going to be an out to retire the side. So a little chopper right back to Seaver. He gloves it over to first, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Where are the cards? Oh, there they are. Okay. Steve Blass versus Wayne Garrett. Let's do it. Again, we're looking at the white die first. It's a 5, so that's going to be off the pitcher. A 7, and that is a strikeout. So Wayne Garrett swings and misses at a Blass curveball. Here is Jerry Grody. Pitch from Blass. It's a 5 and an 8, and that's a ground ball shortstop X. Let's see. Shortstop 2 and an 11 will be an out. Little grounder. Alley handles it cleanly and throws out Grody for out number 2. It's Seaver and pitcher hitting card number 2, and that's going to be a 6 off of Blass, and a 4 is a home run a 1-9, and a 10-20 double. Power is W on this card, so there's no home runs hit by Seaver. So he will get a single or a double. Oh, and I think I had a 19, so that will be a double off Seaver's card. And it's a 2-out double, and Seaver's on its second in scoring position for Tommy Agee. There's no score here in the top of the third inning. Pitch by Blas. And that is a 6 again, and a 5 is a drive, a 16, it's a base hit, and they're going to wave Seaver around third, and here's the throw, and he is in safely. Scores easily. It's a 1-0 Mets lead. Buddy Howson. Agee on at first with that RBI single, and here comes Buddy Howson with 2 outs in the top of the third. All right. It's going to be Joe Foy at the plate. Buddy Harrelson's on at first. Buddy Harrelson singled, and Agee went to third. So you got first and third, 2 outs here in the top of the third. The Mets have taken a 1-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Blas. That's a 6. Column 6 for Blas, and a 6 is going to be a fly ball down the line, into the corner. Stargell on the run, and Stargell runs it down for out number 3. So Foy drives one down the line, and Stargell catches up to it. Go to the bottom of the third. Tom Terrific versus Bill Mazeroski. 1970 out of production cards. You cannot find these cards anywhere on the net, or anywhere else for that matter. And that is a 6, so that will be column 6, and Seaver has some kind of column 6, and 8 is going to be strike 3, and he blows a fastball by Mazeroski. Heads back to the bench with the bat on his shoulder. Tom Seaver to Matty Alou. No, to the pitcher now, and the pitcher is a 1. And I do have that card here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it easily, or we'll just take Seaver's 1 card. Yeah, we are going to use Seaver's 1 card. Where is it? Here it is. So this card is going to be good for both pitchers. So we're going to flip that around. There we go. Again, column 6 and a 5 is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Tom Terrific. Here comes Matty Alou. Steps in the box, and it's column 6, and that is strike 3. So Seaver strikes out the side, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. All right. Pitch to Cleon Jones. And that's a 2 off Jones's card, and that's hit hard right up the middle, and Mazeroski gets to it, sets his feet, throws out. Jones. Next up is Art Shamsky, bats from the left side. You don't know any of that information on these classic basic cards, but it's a column 1 and a 5, and that's going to be a chopper to second base. Nice hop for Mazeroski. And he throws out Shamsky, 2 down. Here's Ronnie Swoboda. Pitch from Blas. And that is a 6. That's off Blas. And an 8 will be a fly ball. A drive in the gap. Left center field. Matty Alou over and makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Steve Blas. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Tom Seaver is going to be facing Richie Hebner, the left-hander. These classic cards don't tell you any of that. Just got to know it. 5 and a 9, and that is going to be a ground ball right at Garrett at second. 1 down. Clemente now steps in the box. Here's a pitch. That's a 5 and a 5, and that's going to be a drive to right field. Swoboda and Agee converge, but Swoboda makes the catch. 2 down. And here's Willie Stargell. Bats from the left side, and that's a 3. 3 is a blank, and a 12 is a fly ball. Drive to center field. Back goes Agee to the track, and he's got it. And that retires the side. Stargell got a hold of one, drove it deep to center field. But it stayed in the ballpark. The wind must be blowing in here in Pittsburgh. And here come the Mets in the top of the 5th inning. They're up 1-0. Mets are up 1-0 in the top of the 5th. Wayne Garrett leading off. Pitch from Blass. And that's a 3. And an 8 is going to be a strikeout. So Garrett swings and misses at a ball in the dirt, showing no discipline whatsoever. And here's Jerry Grote. That's a 5 and a 7, and that's going to be strike 3. Grote goes down looking. And that's back-to-back Ks. And here comes Tom Terrific. Tom Terrific is a 2 batter. And that's going to be off Terrific's card. And a 6 is going to be strike 3. So Blass strikes out the side. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to be Al Oliver, the lefty, leading off. Pitch from Seaver. That's a 5 and a 9, and that is a bouncer to second. Wayne Garrett gloves it and throws over to get Oliver by half a step. Oliver hustling down the line. Here's Gene Alley, shortstop for the Pirates. That's a 3 and a 4, and that's going to be line base hit, center field, played on a hop by Agee. So Alley's got himself a single with 1 out. Tying run is on. Manny Sanguillen. No hit and run numbers on these guys either. There's nothing on these guys. I think hit and run was done totally differently here. Yeah, in the basic set, you just roll 2d6. So we're going to try hit and run. And that's a 10. It's a ground ball to short. Batter is safe. Leading runner is out. So that's a hit and run. So they're going to still get the, even though Alley was on the move, it's going to be a fielder's choice. They stay out of the double play, though. So it's a 6-4 fielder's choice. So Sanguillen is on at first, and here's Mazeroski. Pitcher looks over to first base. Tosses the ball over. A calling card toss by Seaver. Just to let Seaver know, hey, I see you. And Mazeroski bats from the right side. Here's a pitch. That's a column 2. And a 9er is going to be a fly ball. Sky to center. Agee barely takes a step. And he puts it away. And here come the Mets. That's out number 3. Tommy Agee leading off in the top of the 6th inning. That's going to be a column 3 and a 4, and that is a fly ball driven to left center field. On the run is Alou, and Alou chases it down for out number 1. Here's Buddy Harrelson. And that is column 5, so that's going to be off of the pitcher's card. And it's going to be a 3, a ground ball to the pitcher. Pitcher is a 2, and we roll a 4. Where is that chart? Pitcher's a 2 and a 4, and it's going to be a comebacker handled by Blass, and he throws over to first, and that's 2 outs. Next up is Joe Foy. Joe Foy bats from the right side, replacing Ed Charles, who retired. That's a 6 and a 9, and that will be popped up in the infield right side. Oliver and Mazeroski come together. Who's going to get it? And it's Oliver, and that retires the side. 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mets 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Pirates no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Seaver's got a masterpiece going here. Hey there, pitchers leading off in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 1-0 Mets lead. It's going to be Blass. Seaver's pitching a 2-hitter so far. We're playing classic basic OOP Strat-o-Matic. That's a 5. So that's going to be off of Seaver's card. And a 3 is going to be a ground ball to shortstop. That 11 may, let's see, I think Buddy Harrelson is at least a 2. And I will double check, but the 2 on an 11 will be an out. And Buddy Harrelson is a 2. I was correct. So he handles that one and throws out Blas, excuse me. Here is Matty Alou. Pitch from Seaver, that's a 6. That's a strikeout. Another strikeout for Seaver. Let's see how many he has. Check the box score. Seaver has, that's his 4th, oh no, it's his 5th strikeout of the game. It's not like today, guys. Not like today. You don't get 4 strikeouts the first inning. It's a little bit different back then. Here's Richie Hebner, bats from the left side. That's a 4 for Seaver's card. And a 7, and it's a hard hit ground ball. A 12. Who's at second base? Garrett. Let's say he's a 2 or a 3, and a 12 will be an out either way. So it's a bounce out for Hebner, and that retires the side, 4-3. And we'll double check. Garrett is a 3. Like I checked the 2 and the 3, and it was out on both of those. So that will retire the side. We go to the top of the 7th inning, 1-0 Mets. We got a heck of a ball game going here. I don't think you're going to argue that. And you get to see the 1970 classic cards in all their glory. Yes, sir. Cleon Jones steps in the box against Blas. You know, we go complete games in 1970. That's what we're looking for. It's a 5 and an 11. That's a ground ball to first base. It's got to be at least a 3. Who's over there? Oliver, a 2 or a 3 at first base. We rolled a 19. That should be an out. A 2 or a 3 is going to be, oh, it's a 2-base error on a 3. Holy smokes. 2-base error on a 3. Let's see what Oliver is over there. Al Oliver is a 2, so he makes a diving play, back up on his feet, flips to the pitcher covering, and that's out number 1. 3-1. Nice play by Oliver to get Jones, Cleon Jones out. Art Shamsky now with 1 out. And that's going to be a 6 and an 8, and that's a fly out. Sky to center. Over is Alou. 2 down. And here's Ron Swoboda. Ron Swoboda's 0 for 2 today. It's an opening day. And that is going to be a 1, and an 8 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. Here comes Seaver. Seaver's going to pitch to Roberto Clemente. 2 Hall of Famers right facing each other here in the bottom of the 7th inning in Pittsburgh. Opening day, 1970. Where were you? What is this? April 7th, 1970. All right. Pitch from Seaver. And that's a 2, so it's off of Clemente, an advantage Clemente, and that's a strikeout. So Seaver strikes out Clemente with a .352 batting average for 1970. Here's Willie Stargell. Again, a 2 and a 6, and that's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for the franchise. Won the Cy Young in 1969. Here's Al Oliver, bats from the left side. Oliver's 0 for 2. Pitch from Seaver. That's a 3 and a 7, and that is line base hit. Pull down the line, and Swoboda over, cuts it off. Big turn by Oliver, and it goes back to first base. It's a 2-out single for Al Oliver. Tying run is on at first for Gene Alley. Gene Alley bats from the right side. Seaver checks in with Grody for the side. Sets and deals. And that's a 4, so that's going to be off Seaver, and a 9er, and strike 3. And Seaver blows a fastball by Alley, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Heck of a ball game. Tom Terrific. Masterful as usual. Wayne Garrett leading it off against Steve Blass. I don't even know how we keep track of how many innings these pitchers can go. I don't even see that on the card. They didn't have that back on the card in the old days of, this is what, the 9th or 10th season of Strat-o-Addict, the basic version. Then they went to the two-sided cards. These are one-sided cards. All right, let's do it. Pitch, and it's a 6, so that would be, and a 3 is a fly ball left field X. We've got a 6 there into left field. Who's out there? Stargell is a 3. 3 or a 4. And in the outfield, a 3 or a 4 on a roll of a 6 is going to be, a 4 will be a 2-base error, a 6 will be an out. Let's see what Stargell is. What do you think he is? He is a 3, so he runs it down in left field. I had my doubts there for a couple of seconds what was going to happen. Here's Jerry Grody. Jerry Grody bats from the right side. Jerry Grody's 0 for 2 today. And here's the pitch, and that's a 2, so it's off of Grody's card, and a 6, and that's a pop-up. And that's Ali Mazurowski on the outfield grass, and it is Ali who falls for it, makes the catch, 2 down. And here comes Tom Terrific. Oh, here's the card. Tom Terrific bats with a number 2 pitcher hitting card, with the classic cards. It's a 1, and a 9 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here. The Pirates are down to their last 6 outs in a 1-0 game using the out-of-production classic Strat-o-Addict cards. Manny Sanguine is leading off, playing for Milt May, who we don't have a card for because obviously Strat only made 20 cards per set and plus some extras, but we don't have those extras. And that's a Snake Eyes and a 2, so it's going to be a ground ball hit hard down the line, and Foy backhands it. Long throw to first and gets Sanguine by half a step. Great play by Joe Foy. So Sanguine pulls one down the line, and Foy got to it. Would have been an easy double had he not gotten to that ball. Here's Mazurowski with 1 out. Seaver checks in for the sign, winds and deals. And that is a 2, and a 9er is lifted to center field. Tommy Agee comes over and makes the catch. And here's going to be the pitcher with 2 outs. We're letting him bat. He's a pitcher hitting card 1. With 2 outs, we're letting him bat. If we had, runners on base, it would be a different story. And that's going to be a 4. That's off Seaver. And a 6 is going to be a drive. And that's going to be a base hit single for Blass. Tries one to left center and cut off by Jones, who gets it in quickly to Harrelson. So the pitcher is on at first now. Blass on at first with 2 outs. And here's Matty Alou. Seaver checks in. And Alou batted .297 and almost 700 at bats. These boys could hit. Here's a pitch from Tom Terrific. It's a 1 and a 9, and a 9 is going to be line base hit. And stopping at second is Blass. First and second with Richie Hebner up. Remember, it's 1-0 Mets. So the Pirates are threatening here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitcher on at second, Alou on at first, and Richie Hebner, the lefty, at the plate. And Seaver checks in with the sign with Grody. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's a 1 and a 9, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball up the middle, and Garrett gets to it, plants his feet, throws to first in time, and that retires the side. Great play by Wayne Garrett. That would have been a tie score had that ball gotten by into center field. So Garrett saves the shutout and prevents the tie game. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Blass will be facing Tommy Agee. All right, here's a pitch, and that's a 6, so that's off Blass. And a 6 is a fly ball to left, can of corn for Stargell. One down. Buddy Harrelson. Harrelson's 0 for 3 today. Oh, actually, he's 1 for 3. Excuse me, got a hit. 1 for 3, batting .333. That's a 6 and an 8, and that's a fly ball. Center field this time. Alou over in left center field. He makes the catch. 2 outs, and Joe Foy. Pitch to Foy. That's a 4, will be off blast, and a 5 is a ball 4. So Foy is on base. And he's a threat to steal with an A, and he will try to steal. And we're going to use that 18 because we haven't used it. There he goes, the throw down. They got him. So Sanguian guns down Foy. An A in this simple game here that we're playing is a 1 to 15. So that ends the inning. Last licks for the Pirates, for the Bucks. Tom Seaver is going to be facing Clemente, Stargell, and Oliver. In the bottom of the 9th inning, there's nobody warming up in the bullpen. 1-0 Mets. Mets 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Pirates no runs, 5 hits, no errors. All right, let's do it. Roberto Clemente. Pitch from Seaver. That's a 6 and a 5. Strike 3. That was a fastball by Clemente, who swings and misses, chases a high fastball. Swings out of his shoes, something he's not known to do. Very disciplined hitter with a .350 average in 1970. But Seaver's handled everybody in this lineup pretty much. And here comes Willie Stargell, bats from the left side. Stargell hasn't had a hit in 3 at-bats tonight. Here's a pitch, and that is a 3, so that's going to be off Stargell. And a 7 is going to be a drive, and that's going to be one into right center field, cut off by Swoboda. Big turn by Stargell. Stargell heads back to first for a single. It's a split die. Could have been a double, but no, Swoboda played extremely well. Took a good angle on that ball. And here's Oliver with Stargell on at first. And let's see Stargell's speed. He's a slow base runner. Let's see who we got on the roster for a pinch runner. Oh, we got Freddie Patek. Boom. Patek's coming in to pinch run. He's speedy, and he could even steal for us. Let's see if he can steal. Patek is a B base stealer, so he may steal. We'll see what happens. So Patek comes in to run, and here's Oliver. And with 1 out, we're going to swing away. We could try hit and run. You know what? Let's try hit and run. All right, there goes the runner, and it's a 9, and that is going to be a batter misses the pitch, roll, 20-sided die for the steal. And we did, and the throw down, and he is safe. A stolen base for Patek, so the tying run is in scoring position. 1 out. Oh, why did I do that? 1 out, and Oliver's still up. Patek on at second, takes his lead. Seaver looks at him, and here he comes to the plate. And that's a 3. That's going to be off Oliver. And a 4 is going to be popped up infield, right side. Garrett and Shamsky. Who's going to call for it? And it's Garrett. Makes the catch. 2 out. So Seaver's 1 out away from a shutout here. Opening day, 1970, out of production cards. You can't get these cards anywhere. I shouldn't even be showing you these. You shouldn't even see these cards. That's how precious they are. Ali. Gonna let Ali bat. And here's a pitch. That's a 2. It's off Ali. And a 9 is going to be line to left field. And Jones slides and makes the catch. What a great catch. Cleon Jones saves the day. The ball game is over. And Tom Terrific pitches a 6-hit shutout. Shuts out the Pirates here opening day in Pittsburgh. And that was a blast. Let me go over Some of the pitching stats: Seaver with 9 innings pitched, 6 hits, no runs, no walks, 9 strikeouts, faced 33 batters. Blast will take the loss. Seaver, of course, gets the win. Blast will take the loss. He goes 9. 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. And he faced 30 batters, had a couple of double plays. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. I hope you enjoyed the presentation of an out-of-production card set, and I will see you guys very, very soon.